So I would say around 45,000.
Okay.
I think that's around what I have.
Okay. Do you have anything in the savings right now?
I have 2,000 savings. So I'm going to try to go into the biotech field.
Okay.
I think that it's going to be around 65 to 80.
Yeah, I'm thinking more so right around that 75 to 85 range as well. All right, so let's just say 75 to be on the lower side on my end. All right, and so here's the thing, man. With you graduating college, the best thing you could do right now is to attack this debt. The best thing you can do right now is for the next 3 years, I'm even thinking maybe 2.5 years if you really, really work hard, is to live like you're still in college. Is to take this $75,000 and pay off the $45,000. So this way, you're debt-free by the time you turn 28 and a half. Then you're going to put 3 to 6 months of your expenses inside of a savings account. So this way, by 30 years old, you're debt-free with some money in account. 30 years old, you're making 6 figures. You are debt-free. You have a fully funded emergency fund. And Daniel, let me tell you this, man. A study just came out that nearly 57% of the people in America, Christy, can't even afford to pay us an emergency that's up to $600. 57%. So the fact that you get out of debt, the fact that you have at least 3 months in your savings account, man, you are ahead of half of your friends. And that's what I want to see you do at your young age. Now, you're going to be tempted when you get this check. You're going to be tempted to look good, and, you sound like you're a single brother. And so any kind of single brother that has a good head on his shoulder, making a little bit of money, the ladies are coming. The ladies are coming. And so, keep your head on right. So that way, when you do find your wife, at least you're out of debt. Don't look at me, Christy, because I'm telling the truth. But I want to see you win, man. And so that's what I would recommend. Christy, you have
La Crosse's source for news and information. Wisdom is WIZM. La Crosse, News Talk 1410 AM, 92.3 FM. Keeping La Crosse informed since 1923. WIZM, News Talk 1410 AM and 92.3 FM.
A phone call and a virtual hug.
And of course, Dr. Lofi in geriatrics, he's extremely supportive, and we bounce things off each other all the time.
That's the important part. Are you missing anything? Do you go to work each morning, Teresa, saying to yourself, man, I sure wish we had something?
Yep, I do. I miss seeing my patients. I miss looking them in the face, and I miss holding their hand or giving them a hug and letting them know that I care. Virtual visits are great, but they don't replace sitting in the same room with somebody that may have some difficulty that day, and I can't reach out and touch them.
WIZM News Talk 1410 AM, 92.3 FM.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome into high school football right here on WIZM News Talk 1410 AM, 92.3 FM. Drew Kelly live with you here tonight from Empire Stadium in Holmen, where this evening's contest will feature the 1-2 Holmen Vikings and the 1-2 Sparta Spartans here from Holmen High School this evening. So glad you can tune in here on WIZM News Talk 1410 AM, 92.3 FM, also on WKCYSports.com/video, the WKCY app, and also on Around River City, powered by Roku and Apple TV. Just download it and you can watch it on your big screen there at home. Appreciate everybody tuning in here for this spring football matchup between the Holmen Vikings and the Sparta Spartans. Holmen in their maroon jerseys, maroon helmets, and gray pants. Spartans in their red helmets, red and yellow lettering, and yellow pants, and white jerseys. So we're just about set to go. It'll be the Holmen Vikings kicking things away to the Sparta Spartans to open this game up. Number 46, Brecken Turner, does the honors as he puts the ball on the tee. It'll be Sparta going from right to left from our vantage point up here in the bleachers, and Holmen will be going from left to right in the first quarter when they have the football. So Brecken Turner puts the hand in the air. Everybody gets positioned on the kickoff team. Sparta is ready to get the return, and now everybody breaks away for the Vikings. Here is the run-up and the kick from Brecken Turner. It's a line drive, end-over-end kick, taken on a hop at the 5-yard line by number 3, and that is Carson Kelsey. And Kelsey is met at about the 23-yard line and dumped there, and that's where the Spartans will open up their first possession of the 2021 spring season football game. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 23, just underway here. Drew Kelly live with you this evening. Granville's back in studio. Tyler Woodward alongside me doing the videography here from Empire Stadium on a really beautiful night for football. We've gotten some luck as far as the weather has been concerned these last few Friday nights, and this one no exception. It'll be a 3 receiver set out of the first play of scrimmage. 2 receivers out to the left side, 1 to the right. Pistol formation here for Brent Stiesel, the quarterback. And losing a yard that time is Nick Kent. It'll be 2nd down and long. Maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. Coming in there for the tackle, number 66, off the defensive end position. Caden Banks in there for the stop. So no yard gain there on the opening play. And we'll see what 2nd down and 10 brings. Stiesel, the quarterback in the pistol formation. Kent behind him. 2 receivers now to the right side and 1 to the left. Now shotgun formation as Kent goes to the left of Stiesel. And now here is the draw play again. It'll go to Kent again, and Kent is met at the line of scrimmage once again. This time he tried the right side. Now a late flag comes in. A little bit of shoving going on after the play in the middle of that line. We'll see what the call is. Troy Knutson picks up the tackle there. And we'll see if it's going to be on Sparta or if Holmen just gave the Spartans a free 1st down. Everybody is looking at Sparta, and they're moving backwards themselves. So we've got a 2nd and long after the personal foul penalty on Sparta. And they will have a 2nd and a mile coming up for them. Actually, 3rd and a mile, and the play was after the foul, rather was after the play. So 3rd down and 25 on your opening possession. Not what head coach Adam Dow drew up in the locker room to start this game. Now standing at their own 12-yard line are the Spartans. 3 receivers now split out to the left side and 1 to the right. Stiesel in the pistol formation. Nick Kent right behind him. Going in motion is number 14, the wide receiver. That is Corbin Hauser. Now a deep pass down the left sideline, incomplete. Ball sails a little bit into the sideline of Holmen. Intended that time for Carson Kelsey. A little bit overthrown as well. And it's 4th down and 21 at the Sparta 12-yard line. 10:42 to go here, opening quarter. Drew Kelly live with you on Wisdom, as well as once again WKTYsports.com/video and the WKTY app at Around River City at Roku and Apple TV.
High class is back to punt for the
Sparta punter standing in his own end zone to boot this one away. Corbin Hauser. And Holmen return man standing at his own the 47-yard line of Sparta. That is. Good snap on the punt. Here is the shank. Goes off the side of the foot of Hauser. It takes a nice few rolls. Keeps going. Now it's picked up on a couple of hops and taking it down the sideline edge. There, number 84. Just a really heads-up move there by Connor Weiss to pick up the football and sidestep the sideline right there. He does a nice job, takes the return all the way down to the 19-yard line of Sparta. So Holmen begins in the red zone for their opening possession of the first quarter. 10:30 to go here in the opening quarter, and the Vikings already in business. It took quite a few rolls in favor of Sparta. It probably could have gone another 5-10 yards. Weiss does a nice job of picking it up and avoiding a couple of defenders and just tight-roping that right sideline and picked up a nice return. So it'll be 1st down and 10. Luke LeClaire, the quarterback, will line up under center. Wingbacks on either side of the formation. And Sam Barnett right behind him as the fullback. LeClaire sends a man in motion. Here's the handoff to Barnett. Barnett gets about 3 on the play out to the 28-yard line. That was just a straight run up the gut. To the 17, I should say. 10:16 remaining here in the first quarter. Drew Kelly live with you here this evening from Holmen High School, Empire Stadium. Pretty good crowd on hand here tonight. So 2nd down and 9. Under center is LeClaire. And now here is the handoff up again. And now it's a read option. I apologize. Going around the left edge is LeClaire, and he's going to go untouched into the end zone for the touchdown. Luke LeClaire fakes everybody out, including the announcer, gets around the edge, and it's 6-0 Holmen on an 18-yard touchdown run. And it's a big-time start for the Holmen Vikings. 9:56 to go here, opening quarter. It'll be 8. Spencer Malone, who will boot this extra point into the air, trying to get it up 7-0. 9:56 to go. Here's the snap. Good hold, and the kick is up, and it is good. So Spencer Malone makes it 7-0, an 18-yard touchdown run by Luke LeClaire to open up the scoring in this one. We'll take a 60-second timeout. Be back after this. This is high school football on WIZM.
If there was no trainers in the world, guess what it would look like? It would feel like dogs biting you all around, everywhere, even on your head.
That's Eleanor. Her mom owns Fun for Pets. Dog daycare, training, and boarding.
Because if they're reactive or something, they might hurt kids, hurt other people. If you don't want the dog to move, you have to say stay and look in the eyes when you say stay. Because then the dog knows that I have to stay.
Is there anything else we should know?
If the dog runs away, he might need a little more training.
Fun for Pets, dog and animal daycare, training and boarding. Give them a call or go to funforpets.com. Fun for Pets, Green Bay Street, La Crosse.
Back here at Holmen High School, Drew Kelly live with you this evening on WIZM. Here's another kickoff after the 18-yard touchdown run by Luke LeClaire on the quarterback option. Here's Corbin Hauser, big-time seam up the middle. Now he's got some open space. He might go, and he's going to be untouched all the way to the end zone. Corbin Hauser from the 15-yard line houses it there, and it's a tie ball game in just a matter of seconds here at Empire Stadium. It could be if it's an extra point converted. Corbin Hauser just found the seam right up the middle and got to the outside and just used that speed to take him the rest of the way. It'll be Chris Jacobs who will be kicking this one, trying to get it in a tie ball game here. And if you're Holmen, you had all the momentum. You're able to get that touchdown after the punt. Corbin Hauser able to redeem himself after that punt in a big way with an 85-yard touchdown return. And it is 7-6, extra point pending. Chris Jacobs will try to tie up the ball game. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is right through. So just like that, just got back on the air, and we got another touchdown and another quick break. 7-7 the score, 9:44 to go first quarter. Back in 30 seconds this time. This is high school football on WIZM.
What's your wish for every child? That they have a fair chance to be surrounded by people who care? So many children never receive that involvement. Hundreds right here in our community have been abused, neglected, even abandoned. And we have a shortage of homes to help protect them. By opening your home, you can make a difference in the life of a child. Please contact Family and Children's Center and provide a better tomorrow today. Go to fcconline.org to help.
Back here at Empire Stadium, Drew Kelly live with you tonight. Just a matter of seconds to tie up that ball game for the Sparta Spartans. Corbin Hauser taking it to the house on an 85-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. 9:44 to go here, opening quarter. We've had two scores, one from each team. And now Sparta will kick things away. Once and again, it'll be Chris Jacobs booting it away. Nathan Nevela and Mason Hamas, as well as number 84. That is Connor Weiss back to receive it, and now they fake the onside kick and then boot it away. And it's taken by Hamas. Hamas will hand it off, almost dropping it as Weiss. Weiss takes it left sideline. He's got a big-time return, is shoved out of bounds finally around midfield. We'll see where they say his foot stepped out. It's about the 48-yard line. So a really good job there on that return. It was a handoff from Hamas to Weiss. Weiss almost lost it momentarily, got it back, recontrolled it. And the Holmen Vikings have great field position for their second offensive possession of the game. as they are tied with Sparta Spartans 7-7. 9:36 to go here, opening quarter. So LeClaire, once again, the quarterback, will lead the
block in the back on the return team.
Took the place of Rylan Wall, who was injured in the first game. Against Logan. Returned in about the third quarter. Did LeClaire start. And he has been the quarterback since. And we got a big-time penalty, a block in the back called on Holmen. So that really nice return is going to go all the way inside their own 20-yard line. So a little bit of a difference in field position after the penalty. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the Holmen 14, 9:36 to go, opening quarter. LeClaire will wind up under center. Wingbacks on either side of the formation. Now Nevela goes in motion. It's a pitch play to him on the right side, looking for some blockers. He's got one, and now it's going to be a race into the third level as Nevela takes it across the 35-yard line and out to the 36. Good perimeter blocking there for the Holmen Vikings. Able to spring them, and that's a big-time first down for the Holmen Vikings. 22-yard pickup there on that opening play of the possession. Number 22 goes for 22, and it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Clock stops for every first down. LeClaire under center again. Once again, two wingbacks. It's going to be a handoff this time to Barnett. He was kind of frustrated, lost control of his balance, and falls forward to the 41-yard line, pickup of about 5. And it'll be 2nd down. They mark it at the 40, so 2nd and 6 upcoming. Beautiful night for football here from Holmen High School. Once again, under center is LeClaire. And now here is the handoff again, and getting stoned back is Barnett, the defensive line for Sparta, doing the job that time. In there on the stop, number 11. That's Ty Class, who was up there in run coverage. The linebacker doing his job. 3rd down and 6 at the 40-yard line, so no gain officially. And we'll see what kind of play call Coach Kowalski comes up with here. Under center is LeClaire. Tied and lined up right side of the line. Going in motion is the running back, Braden Graw. Graw taking the left edge. He's forced to spin back inside and then is met by a host of Spartans to knock him down for a loss of about 2 on the play. And it's going to bring up 4th down and about 8, and the punt team will come on for the Vikings. So after a big-time run for Nevela, everything stalls for the Vikings. It's going to be 4th down and officially 6. They say it's basically no gain on the last 2 plays. A Viking coming in late and going to be protecting the punter. Once again is Brecken Turner. Return man back at the 28-yard line of Sparta. And that's number 9, Matt Beaver. Start on Holmen. They're going backwards here. Makes it 4th down and 11 at their own 35-yard line is where the kick will take place now. And as such, the return man for Sparta moves up 5 yards. Now standing at his own 32. Beaver anticipating the punt. Here's the sidewinder. It's going to take a few nice Holmen hops and go inside the 25-yard line and finally roll dead at the 23. So Brecken Turner does his job to flip field position there. And that's where the Holmen Vikings will start their second offensive possession. Meanwhile, they did score on that special teams play, but that opening possession did not turn out in their favor. They ended up punting on 4th down and 21. So we'll see if the offense can get going a little bit here. Both teams are 1-2 on the season. 7:27 to go here in the first quarter. Carson Kelsey, the lone receiver, out on the left side, and 2 out to the right as well. Pistol formation for Sparta. Stiesel and Kent in the backfield. Kent goes to the left of Stiesel now in the shotgun formation. Hauser goes in motion from right to left, and he's going to take it on the jet sweep, and he's going absolutely nowhere. Knifing in there for the stop for the linebacker that time, Troy Knutson. Makes it a big-time loss. 2nd down and 5 upcoming after the dump on 1st and 10. Let's say it's a loss of 4 officially. 2nd down and 14 upcoming. Vikings offensive players looking at the monitors down there on the sideline. One receiver split out to the left side. Once again, that's Kelsey. Two receivers out to the right. One in the slot, one out wide. Shotgun formation for Sparta. Once again, Hauser goes in motion. They fake the jet sweep and now pitch it out to Kent. Kent gets what he can, maybe a yard or two at the most. That's out to the 31-yard line, or 21-yard line, maybe a pickup of 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 12 upcoming. And obviously got to put it in the air this time. 6:23 to go here in this first quarter. It's a 3rd down and long, 12. They say officially 13 at the 30, but looks like on the 31. 21, rather. Kelsey alone on the left. Two receivers out to the right as well. Shotgun formation in the backfield for Sparta. And here is Stiesel sending a man in motion from left to right. Now it's going to be the left-hander throwing it deep down the left sideline and nowhere to throw it to. He threw it into the sideline area and out to the track. That's going to be over 2 completion-wise for Stiesel, and it's 4th down and 12. A lot of coverage on that play. Would have been a tough catch regardless, even if he had the pass on target. That brings out Hauser again to punt. This will be his second punt. Hamas back at his own 45-yard line, awaiting this kick. Looks like Ty Class, my apologies, now doing the punting duties.
Ty Class is back to punt.
5:53 to go here, first quarter. Awaiting the snap. And here is the snap. It's a good one. Gets back to him. And now here's a end-over-end kick. It's going to bounce at the 45-yard line. Now take a few hops. Hamas picks it up on the few hops, and he's got a big-time return again. Good blocking, and it's going to be a trip up right at the 24-yard line. He almost housed it himself. Trying to do a Corbin Hauser impression there. Corbin Hauser. Nice job by the Sparta return man. Mason Hamas almost does it himself there. Out to the 16-yard line. There's been a couple of nice returns by Holmen. Weiss was able to have a nice return on that opening punt. He's got it down to the 19. This one down to the 16. So great field position. These first of 2 or 3 possessions for the Holmen Vikings trying to take advantage. Under center is the player. Raw goes in motion. Here's the handoff to number 46. That's Brecken Turner. Turner plows through a couple of defenders and gets about 3 yards out to the 13-yard line. Make it the 14. They're going to say 2nd down and 8. LeClaire looks to the sideline for the play call, then he will join his teammates in the huddle. Under center. Brecken Turner right behind him. Wingbacks Graw and Nevela. And here's the handoff again to Turner. Turner rumbling and stumbling and getting into the end zone for the touchdown from 14 yards out. Nice job there by Brecken Turner. He was hit initially at the middle of the line, and he kept his feet moving. Almost stumbled his way into the end zone, able to regather himself, and a nice 14-yard touchdown run there. It's 13-7, 5 minutes to go first quarter. A lot of scoring in these opening 7 minutes.
On the hold for Spencer Malone.
And here is Malone with a kick. It's up off his right foot, and it's in. 14-7, the score, 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. We're back in 60 seconds. This is high school football on WIZM.
That sound in the distance getting louder, closer, and then right over your head. The United States Navy Blue Angels rocketing above you on their way to the Deke Slayton Air Fest. This year's drive-in format is June 12th and 13th at the La Crosse Regional Airport, and you can find all the information and buy your tickets right now at AroundRiverCity.com. The Deke Slayton Air Fest, June 12th and 13th with Midwest Family of La Crosse.
What's your wish for every child? That they have a fair chance to be surrounded by people who care? So many children never receive that involvement. Hundreds right here in our community have been abused, neglected, even abandoned. And we have a shortage of homes to help protect them. By opening your home, you can make a difference in the life of a child. Please contact Family and Children's Center and provide a better tomorrow today. Go to fcconline.org to help.
Back here at Empire Stadium, Drew Kelly live with you this evening. 14-7 the score, a 12-yard touchdown run there by Brecken Turner. 5 minutes exactly left in the opening quarter. And it'll be Spencer Malone set to kick it off to Corbin Hauser, who was able to take it to the house his last time with the football. And now here is a line drive right at number 3, Carson Kelsey, and it goes off his hands out of bounds. So the Spartans have a tough break there. Goes right through the hands of Kelsey, and he was standing right at the sideline. And it'll be the Spartans starting at their own 12 to begin their next possession. Stiesel will come out as the quarterback again. Brett Stiesel, the senior, also plays linebacker for the defense. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers out to the left side, 1 to the right. Kent right behind Stiesel in the shotgun. They're going to give it to Kelsey on the jet sweep from left to right, and he is still going. He was rolled over right over a Holmen Viking. Wisely knew his knee did not hit the ground, and he continues running for an extra 5 or 6 yards. And he picks up about, basically rolled over a Holmen Viking that was on the ground as well. Brings up second down and about 2 after the 8-yard pickup, while now standing at the 20-yard line. And we haven't seen many opportunities for short yardage situations early in downs for the Sparta offense, so we'll see what they can do here. 1 receiver out to the left side, 2 to the right. Kent in the shotgun formation behind Stiesel, and here's the read option. Stiesel will keep it himself, lower his shoulder, take on a couple of Vikings in the middle of that defensive linebacker unit, and he picks up a first down after a 6-yard pickup. Nice job there by Stiesel to put his shoulder into a Viking and keep driving his feet. First down and 10. Now to the 27-yard line. Needed 2, got 7. Troy Knudsen in there for the stop. Also Sam Barnett was there as well. Getting off the bottom of the pile. 3:50 and counting in the left. And this is the first quarter. Drew Kelly live with you here this evening on WIZM and also WKTYSports.com/video and the WKTY app. Corbin Hauser goes in motion from left to right. And now here is a throw over the middle, incomplete. A miscommunication, or the receiver got held up there as Matt Beaver was the intended target over the middle. And the closest one to it was a Holmen Viking, Connor Weiss, who tried to get the interception. Second down and 10. 3:34 to go here, opening quarter. And yet to complete a pass. Looking to have a little bit more success through the air as this game continues. Take a look at what a team they were last year with Cole Wisniewski, who has since obviously moved on. But a player like that comes around once in a generation. It was fun to watch, and he continues to do great things in the college level. And here is a read option by Stiesel again. Stiesel sneaks through a crowd, somehow gets about 5 on the play. It's going to bring up third down and medium. He got out to about the 33-yard line there. Third down and about 6. 3:17 and counting left in this opening quarter. We'll say 3rd and 5 at the 33. Making a long time in the huddle. Big play here as they're already down by 7 with time ticking away in this opening period. 2 receivers out to the right side and 1 to the left. Kent goes in motion behind the backfield to the side of Stiesel. Now here is the jet sweep again, and Hauser keeps going sideways, and that's going not anywhere. It's a stuff in the backfield. Miles Boyu able to get the stop behind the line for about 3 yards. Number 66, Caden Banks, coming out of the game. They've tried that jet sweep with Corbin Hauser about 3 or 4 times. It has not paid off. It has not come to fruition what they're trying to do. Beaver back to punt this one again to Holmen. We'll see if we can get another nice punt return out of the Vikings. Mason Hammis standing back at his own 35-yard line. And Beaver's punt is away. It's a spiraling punt, side, end over end, and a couple of bounces, and finally is going to get taken at the 35-yard line as Mason Hammis just falls on it. And that's where the Vikings will start their next possession. First down and 10 with 1:57 to go in this opening quarter. Both these teams coming to this one 1-2 on the season. Vikings lost last week, so too did Sparta. Looking to bounce back and get a victory. Of course, Holmen has lost 2 in a row. They were also victims of a loss against Central the previous week. Looking to right the ship here. LeClaire under center with wingbacks Graw and Nevela on either side. And now here is the read option. He keeps it himself. Goes to the right side, trying to find some blockers now. Just takes what he can as he ducks back up inside and picks up about 6 on the play. It'll be second down and about 4. Really good patience that time. He just waited for his blockers to develop out in front of him. And he does a nice job getting a mid-yardage gain there on opening first down play. Nevela, the wingback on the left side. Graw, the wingback on the right. Under center is LeClaire. Turner goes in motion now, gets the handoff. Brecken Turner is dumped after a gain of about 2. Nice strong tackle that time, number 52 with the stick. That was Ty Litzow. And Ty Litzow able to stop a first down from the Vikings. It's third down and 2 upcoming. 104 and counting left in this one. They got to get to the 45-yard line. Under center is LeClaire. And now here is the handoff again. Turner gets the fake pitch, and it's going to be LeClaire again getting out into the open. Defense trying to track him down, and they finally do so all the way down into Sparta territory at the 12-yard line. Our videographer Tyler Woodward able to follow the play a lot better than yours truly, but it's a big-time play for Luke LeClaire. It's first down and 10. They had the run game locked up in the backfield for Brecken Turner, but they forgot about Luke LeClaire, who was able to get a touchdown earlier on a similar play that ended in a score. An 18-yard touchdown run earlier. Now here is the counter play. It's going to Graw from right to left, and he's going to pick up maybe 2 on the play to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down and about 8 upcoming with 18 seconds to go. We'll say if they run one more play before the end of the first quarter. Inside 14 seconds to go. And it looks like they'll just go to the second quarter. Clock continuing to run here. They're not going to take a timeout. And that is how the opening 12 minutes will end. 14-7 the score. Holmen on top of the Sparta Spartans. We're back in 60 seconds. This is high school football on WIZM.
And now for the weather, here's meteorologist Stormy O'Day in diving gear.
Well, they stink as the cleanest hair you can buy on the internet.
But why are you dripping wet?
Oh, they were half off with purchase.
Breathe easier. I'm Mark from Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. We've always been here to improve your indoor air quality. Today it seems more important than ever. Our iWave air purifiers kill mold, bacteria, and viruses. Lab tests have shown they are 90% effective on both the flu and COVID-19 viruses. We also install carrier air exchangers that make sure your home has enough fresh air. And of course, we install humidifiers and dehumidifiers so you can control your home's humidity levels. Turn to the indoor air quality experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, La Crosse and Winona.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort is our business.
Back here at Empire Stadium, Drew Kelly live with you this evening. Grant Bill's back in the studio. Tyler Woodward alongside me doing the videography here this evening. You can watch that on WKTYSports.com/video, the WKTY app, and also on Round River City. Powered by Roku and Apple TV. It'll be second down and goal at the second down and 8, I should say, at the 10-yard line. They can get a first down if they get to the 2. As Holmen Vikings driving this possession, trying to get a touchdown to extend the lead to 2 possessions. We'll see if they're able to do it here. Luke LeClaire moves the offense back out into the field after the quarter break. And she will wind up under center. Graw, the wing back to the right side. Nevela. And now here's the counter play from right to left. It's going to Graw. Graw is able to squirm through a little bit of a hole on the left side of the line. Not a whole lot there. Picks up maybe 1 or 2. About to the 4 or 5. They're down and 3 upcoming. And LeClaire will once again dive in under center. Brecken Turner, I should say, the fullback. It'll be the handoff to him. He's going to get stoned at the line of scrimmage, not going anywhere. 2 defenders for Sparta turn him back. And it's going to be 4th down and 2, and they look like they're bringing out the field goal team. Spencer Malone getting out there to boot this one away. Be about a 21-yard field goal if they're able to make it here. Spencer Malone out there. Hayden Goodell is the holder. Here it is, the snap. Good hold. The kick is on the way, and it is right through. So Spencer Malone able to get the kick to go. 21-yard field goal makes the score 17-7. 10:50 to go here in the opening half. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. Back after this. This is high school football on WIZM.
If you know the news, you could win cash. Play Wisdom's News Quiz. Weekday mornings during Lacrosse Talk. Brought to you by State Bank Financial.
Dennis, there was a familiar face on American Idol last night. Idol judge Luke Bryan is in quarantine because of COVID-19 and missed last night's show. What original Idol judge filled in for him? I'll give you 14 seconds.
Paul Abdul.
Yeah, this one. This is what I was looking for. Congratulations, you found it just at the last second. Good for you, Paula Abdul. I know all those people who actually watched it are screaming, Paul Abdul, how come I couldn't be the contestant? Ah, man. Well, guess what, Dennis? $112. It's all yours. I am writing down 1, 1, 2.
Wisdom's News Quiz. Weekday mornings between 6 and 9 on Wisdom.
Spencer Malone on the pitch for Holmen.
Back here at Empire Stadium, Drew Kelly live with you tonight. Good stand by defensively for Sparta as they were able to force Holmen to a field goal there. They are now getting set to kick it back off to the Spartans. 17-7 the score, 10:50 to go, opening half. Here's the run up at the kick from Spencer Malone. It's a line drive kick angling to the left side as number 3, Carson Kelsey, is going to run a running start at it and get it out to about the 29-yard line, which is where the Spartans will begin their next possession. We'll see what kind of offense they come up with. It's been tough sledding for them, both running and passing the football. Really the most productive plays they've had was a quarterback read option play by Brett Stiesel. He was able to pick up a couple first downs on that last possession. It'll be first down and 10 at the 28 officially. 10:45 to go here, second quarter. One receiver split out to the left side and 2 to the right. A couple backs in the backfield as well. And now here is the handoff, the fake handoff. Stiesel's going to keep it himself across the 30-yard line out to the 32. That's a pickup of 4, and it's going to be second down and about 6.
Stiesel on the keeper for 4 yards.
Pretty good job there by Stiesel faking the handoff that time to Kent, who was met in the backfield anyway. That's the thing. That's your job, though, as somebody who's going to fake the handoff. You got to do it well enough to be tackled and enough for your quarterback to take off unimpeded. One receiver split to each side, 2 backs in the backfield this time. And now going in motion is Kelsey, and now here is a handoff to Kent. Kent goes to the right side of the formation. Good job by the defensive line of Holmen to shut that play down. Sam Barnett comes up from his linebacker spot to get the tackle there. Be 3rd down and 5 after a pickup of 1. Out to the 33, 9:44 to go here in the second quarter. Still taking some time in the huddle, getting that play call out. Student section back here at Empire Stadium. Good to see the students being able to go to these games. 3rd down and 5. Here's the slant pattern. It's going to be incomplete, intended, I believe, for Corbin Hauser. That was a little bit behind him, and it brings up 4th down and 5, and the punting unit once again for Sparta will have to come out. Brett Stiesel has struggled passing the football. He's done some things on the ground with his legs, but he'd have to pick up a 1st down at some point through the air. The only spark of offense has been that 85-yard kick return for a touchdown for Corbin Hauser. It'll be number 11, Ty Class, kicking this one away. Nice punt. It's going to be picked up on a hop by Hammis at the 30-yard line. Evades a couple of defenders. Now tries to get to the middle of the field and is spun down at about the 38-yard line. So decent field position for the Vikings upcoming with just over 9 minutes to go in the first half.
Back to the Holmen 38-yard line.
I'm going to say 39 officially.
Tackled by Layden Ott. It's a 1st and 10 Holmen.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Layden Ott down there in coverage for special teams. The sophomore, running back and defensive back as well. LeClaire under center. Brecken Turner will be the fullback right behind him. Now here is the handoff. Actually, the read option, the keeper to LeClaire. LeClaire almost had it stripped away with the football, but he is able to hang on to it. And he picks up about 8 yards, make it 9. A nice job there by him to get through a crowd and get a nice gain on 1st and 10.
Up to the Holmen 48-yard line, tackled by Matt Beaver.
2nd down and 1. 8:41 to go here in the second quarter. Claire looks to the sideline for Coach Kowalski's play call. And the players all look to their armbands. Under center is LeClaire. Wide receiver out on the right side, Connor Weiss. Neville goes in motion. There's going to be a pass play, a quick out to Weiss, and that's going to be incomplete. Weiss and Neville end up playing defense there, as almost picking it off was Chris Jacobs, who was basically just waiting on it like a punt. And Weiss and Neville come up there and basically sandwich him for the hit and knock the ball away. So lucky play there. 3rd down and 1 upcoming with 8:14 to go here in this first half. Got caught up in the wind a little bit on that pass. Looks like they're going back to the run here on this 3rd down and 1. LeClaire under center. Neville goes in motion. It's a pitch play to him from left to right across the formation. He's trying to get to the corner. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to get the 1st down. And he continues up the field out to the 40-yard line of Sparta, maybe the 41. That was a really good job by Neville to avoid that man in the backfield. He was basically beat to the spot and just made the man whiff. It would have been a 3 or 4 yard loss in the backfield. Instead, it comes up to a 1st down there for Nathan Neville, as he needed 2, and he picked up 12. Under center is LeClaire. Wing back on either side of the formation again. Right behind him is Turner. Here's the handoff to Turner. He spins and falls forward for a gain of about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 to the 38 upcoming. Try the left side of the offensive line that time. Pretty good penetration up front. And there for the stop included was Nick Gann, the senior defensive lineman. 7:28 to go here in the first half. Claire goes back under center. Now another receiver goes out in motion. This is number 83, and that's Elliott Hess. He lines up to the left side of the formation as a wide receiver. Handoff up the middle to Turner. Turner is going to carry a crowd to a 1st down to the 30-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the play. That was a run that we expect to see from Brecken Turner, who just uses that strength in his lower body to keep plowing ahead. First down and 10 for the Vikings after that 8-yard pickup on 2nd and 7. LeClaire will go under center here. Everybody checks their armbands again for the play call. Graw, the wingback on the right side of the line. Neville, the wingback on the left side. Turner once again right behind LeClaire. Here's the counter play, and it is Neville. Neville squeezes through a hole between right guard and right tackle and picks up about 5. It's 2nd down and medium upcoming, and the clock continues to move here. This is a long possession compared to what we've seen the rest of this first half anyway.
For 4 yards, tackled by
Vikings just continue to chip away at this front 7 of Sparta until they can get that big-time play and get a touchdown. 2nd down and 6. 6:10 to go here. And now we've got motion penalty on, it looks like Sparta. Everybody pointing on that direction, and it is an offside. Neville went in motion trying to maybe fool the Spartans, and it did work as the defensive lineman came across the formation. 2nd down and 1. That makes it a lot easier. 6 minutes to go here, first quarter. 17-7 the score. Sparta trails Holmen. Live from Empire Stadium here tonight. Here's the handoff to Turner, who needed 1, and he got 4. Once again, going off the left edge, and he is tackled that time by number 8. That was, no, 9 rather, Matt Beaver.
Tackled by Marcus Cox.
And it'll be first down and 10 for the Vikings.
He brings the ball down
At the Sparta 18-yard line. So inside the red zone is Holmen right now, looking to continue this long, long drive. Under center is LeClaire. Here's the counter play going to the right side. It's Neville. Neville doesn't have any blocking out on the right side, and he is swarmed under, tackle right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. A host of Spartans in there for the stop, including Brett Stiesel and also Chris Jacobs. 2nd down and 11. He lost 1 on the play. Back to the 19-yard line. LeClaire looks to the sideline, and Coach Kowalski's going to call a timeout. Talk about it with his guys, trying to get a little bit more success on 1st and 10. We'll see what 2nd down and 11 brings when we come back. 30-second break back after this. This is high school football on WICM.
It's reassuring having somebody come into your home that knows what they're doing.
Electrical work isn't something you want to leave to just anyone. When work is up to code, it keeps you safe and prevents hiccups if you ever want to sell your home. For expert electrical service, call Mr. Electric. Get a firm quote on the spot and a complimentary home checkup. Chances are work will be done the same day.
Expert electrical service, Mr. Electric.
Back here at Empire Stadium, Drew Kelly live with you here tonight. 17-7 the score. Holmen and Sparta. Vikings on top. 2 touchdowns for them, including an 18-yard touchdown run by Luke LeClaire in the first quarter. First possession of their game for Holmen. Corbin Hauser coming back with an 85-yard touchdown kickoff return on the ensuing kickoff. Holmen trying to add to their lead here with a score again inside Sparta red zone territory. Here's the handoff up the middle to Turner. Turner busting through the line, getting all the way inside the 5, down to the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards there on 2nd down and 11 rather. And it'll be 1st down and goal at the 2-yard line. Turner expects to be featured here. We'll see what they do. Turner's actually going to come out, and Sam Barnett will come in. Getting some fresh legs in there. That was a big-time run there by Brecken. He gets a round of applause from his coaching staff. Appreciating the effort there. Didn't look like a whole lot, but he just, once again, kept those legs driving and picked up 17. And here is the handoff to Sam Barnett. Barnett punches through from 2 yards away, and that extends the lead to Holmen 23, Sparta 7. 4:31 to go here in the first half, and the lead is now 16 with the extra point pending for the Vikings. Spencer Malone back out there to kick the extra point. Hayden Goodell, the holder once again. And here is the snap. It's a little bit high. Good job of the holder to get it down, and the extra point is on the way, and it's good. 24-7 the score. 4:31 remaining. A 2-yard touchdown plunge by Sam Barnett after Brecken Turner was able to set him up. And we're back in 60 seconds. This is high school football on WIZM.
Contact the Family and Children's Center to help you or a loved one struggling with mental health needs.
Lacrosse Talk weekday morning, 6 until 9 on WIZM. Hi, this is Mike Hayes. On Monday, I'll have, among other things, $70 in the jackpot for the news quiz. My people poll question on packing the Supreme Court. Your question, well, that's what Radio Graffiti's all about. 7:20. Join us. We'll talk a little more about the political aspects of that. Dr. Anthony Chergosky will join us. Alice in Dairyland has some more dairy news. We've got room. William Garcia, Rick Solomon, the Democrat Voice, all Monday.
Ever wonder what's going on around River City? There's a lot, actually, and you can keep up with it all at AroundRiverCity.com. Activities, special events, performances, and more are happening all the time. There are businesses just waiting to set you up with whatever you need to make it happen. Organizations that could really use your help or can help you when you need it. You'll even find local podcasts exploring this beautiful place we call home. Next time someone asks, what's going on? You know what to say. Check it out at AroundRiverCity.com.
Back here at Empire Stadium, Drew Kelly live with you here tonight, 24-7 after Sam Barnett plunges it in from 2 yards away. Here is Spencer Malone, the kickoff. It's going to be a line drive kick, takes a hop, and now picked up on a hop at a 15-yard line, breaking through a tackle, and now ankle tackle to 31 is number 89 on the return, Abe Eady. The senior wide receiver and defensive back puts him in decent field position to start the next possession. 4:26 to go. I'm sure Sparta would like to get one long drive here, take a lot of the time off the clock. Doesn't allow Holmen to get another opportunity for a quick score before the half. Holmen will get the football back to start the second half. They actually won the toss and deferred. And so that could be huge for them as they lead by 17. Shotgun formation with 3 receivers, 2 receivers left, right, and 1 left. And now here is the read option. Stiesel will keep it, and he goes into a pile of defenders following his center and picks up about 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 at the 35-yard line. 4:10 to go here in this opening half. Once again, a good crowd on hand here tonight from Holmen High School. Sparta had a pretty good contingent as well.
Makes it 2nd and 7 from the 35-yard line.
They call it 2nd and 7 at 35. Shotgun formation again. Nick Kent goes in motion still in the backfield, though. Here is the play-action fake. It's going to be Stiesel, who was able to get away from a rusher defender, and now wide open there along the left edge. Getting a catch is number 9, Matt Beaver, who gets it inside Holmen territory to the 44-yard line. He just turned around, and that got him on a bullet there. And he was able to have a nice run after the catch as well. Brings up 1st down and 10 at the 44. Beaver coming up a little bit slow. Actually, that was Corbin Hauser. Don't want to see that if you're the coaching staff for Sparta, one of your main threats offensively.
Sparta will start 1st and 10.
Stiesel did a nice job of getting away from the rusher for Holmen, who was rushing in on a beeline there. Then just fired a dart to Beaver on the left flat. 1st down and 10. 1 receiver out to the left side and 3 out to the right. 3 receivers lined up to the near side of the field. Going in motion this time is Carson Kelsey. They fake it to him. Here's the firing over the middle. Slant pattern, incomplete. They're looking for Beaver again. Not a bad throw that time. Beaver just couldn't come up with it and brings up 2nd down and 10. Mason Hammis right there on coverage. 3:18 remaining here in the first half. Clock stops on the incompletion. Kind of a no man's land in regards to punting or kicking a field goal, so we'll see if Sparta decides to go for it. If they don't go get it on third down, should that happen. Here's the handoff to Kent. Kent is hit in the backfield, spins forward, tries to break out of that tackle and picks up maybe one. Did a nice job to get even that, as the defensive line for Holmen was in his face immediately upon getting that handoff. Nick Kent, the main running back this year for the Sparta Spartans. 3rd down and 9 at the 43-yard line for the Spartans. They'll go back into the huddle. Stiesel will tell them the play call. Now they break out. Hauser, the receiver, in the slot on the right-hand side. 2 of them out to the right and 1 to the left. And here is Stiesel, straight back, looking left the whole way, and that is batted up into the air and incomplete. Trying to get the interception, goes right through his hands as he dove. Number 84, Connor Ruiz. He had a couple of chances so far this game for an interception. That one was off a tip. I believe it was Barnett who got his hands on it, and then Weiss tried to get the interception from behind, the old tip drill there, but unable to do so. It'll be a punt. They will punt it here. Number 11, Ty Class, back deep at his own 43-yard line to boot this one away, try to pin the Vikings back into bad field position for their next drive. Here's the snap. A lot of time for Class, and it's going to be a high end-over-end kick, right what he needed to do, and that's going to take a couple of bounces, and it goes into the end zone, not able to save it. That was the right idea, but just couldn't get the break on as far as how the ball rolled as it goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. So Holmen will start at their own 20-yard line with 2:20 remaining here in this opening half. We'll see what kind of play calls Coach Kowalski comes up with here on this possession. Obviously going to try to pick up the pace between plays maybe, but
that brings the ball out to the 20-yard line. Would it be first?
They kind of do what they do. They're not rushed. They're not made to change their plan very much. LeClaire will come out from the sideline and go under center. Graw, the wing back on the right side. Nevela, the wing back on the left. LeClaire sends Nevela in motion. It's going to be a rollout to the left side. So design rollout, and Sparta is not fooled in the slightest. Back to the 21-yard line. He maybe picked up one. 2nd down and 9. LeClaire is swarmed under there. Number 68, Madden Connolly. And Ethan Jeter as well. There to make the stop. 1:56 and counting. Under center is LeClaire again. They all look at the armbands for the play call. Under center is LeClaire. Nevela once again goes in motion. It's a handoff up the middle to Brecken Turner. And he's going to pick up about 3 on the play.
Brecken Turner for 2 yards.
Out to the 24-yard line.
24-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6 upcoming. They got to get to the 30-yard line. 1:19 to go here in the first half. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of urgency as far as the pace here. Here's the read option. It's going to be a pitch out to Nevela. Nevela trying to get the corner. It's a stiff arm. A nice job by him to stiff arm the defender, trying to bring him down, Chris Jacobs, and he picks up a 1st down out across the 30 to the 33-yard line. There's a gain of 9 on the play. The clock stops momentarily while they reset the chains, and now continues again. Just 1 minute left to go first half. 24-7. Holmen's been in control offensively and defensively in this one. They get it up the middle there to Brecken Turner, and he picks up about 3. So looking like the first half is likely going to end unless we have a big-time breakout run here. 24-7. Here's the pitch play to Graw going right to left as he has some blockers out in front of him. Bounces off a would-be tackler, now lowers his shoulder and continues to fight and gets out to the 30, making the 46-yard line, and a late flag comes in. I believe they're going to get a Holmen Viking for extracurriculars. That was after the play was over. Shoves a Spartan to the ground with 2 officials right there. Got it all the way to the 46-yard line of Sparta, but this could be 15 yards back. We'll see. Unless they did see something from the Sparta player that warranted the late shove. We'll see what they call. So end of the play, it's going to be 15 yards back, I believe, if they do what I anticipate. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Holmen, that'll be a 15-yard walk-off.
That's an unsportsmanlike conduct against Holmen.
That'll bring it back to the 39-yard line of Holmen. 32.7 seconds remaining. Clock stops momentarily. 24-7, the Vikings on top of the Spartans right now. LeClaire goes under center. And here is the read option. Keeps it himself right side, and he is ankle tackled there by number 11, and that is Ty Klass. Timeout called by Coach Kowalski. We'll see what he draws up in the final 26.3 seconds of the first half. We're going to take a quick 30-second break and be back after this. This is high school football on WIZM.
Make the first choice, the right choice, right choice, construction.
They're rolling back your new roof to pre-pandemic prices. You'll already save up to 30%. Text now and Right Choice will take another 5% off with no payments, no interest for up to 2 years. Text ROOF to 64636 right now and save another 5%. Text ROOF to 64636 now.
Make the first choice, the right choice, construction.
Back here at Empire Stadium, Drew Kelly live with you this evening. Grant Bill's back in the studio on WIZM, and Tyler Woodward alongside me doing videography here at Empire Stadium. Winding down the first half, we'll see what kind of play call Coach Kowalski came up with. Under center is LeClaire, the quarterback. It's going to be a pitch play going from right to left, and Graw kind of gets behind his blockers and unable to get to the edge. Ridden out of bounds by number 1 for Sparta. That was Brett Stiesel, and basically a loss of 1 on the play. It does stop the clock, though. That's one thing. I don't know if they were anticipating that or trying for that, but it's out to the 40-yard line. It's actually a loss of 2 on the play. End result. Under center is LeClaire again. 20.3 seconds remaining. 24-7 lead for Holmen. Here's the read option. Spinning away from the first defender is LeClaire, and he's going to pick up about 7 on the play. Out across the 45 to the 46-yard line, and another timeout called by Coach Kowalski. Coming up next week, it'll be the final game of our broadcast schedule as the Logan Rangers take on the Central Riverhawks in a crosstown rivalry at Logan High School. Obviously, Logan would be the host no matter what, as Central is also playing their games there this season, just given the issues as far as UWL not allowing other teams to be on that facility, while the UWL football team can't be on the facility for that matter. So hopefully Little Cross Central will be back at Roger Herring Stadium next year in a normal year. Always love doing games from up in the press box, doing those games, and it'll be a fun Central team to watch next year. They got a lot of young and exciting talent that's going to be featured in the fall season in just a few short months. 4th down at about 2. LeClaire goes under center for Holmen. Neville goes in motion. It's going to be a pitch play to Sam Barnett. He's going to pick up a first down and more. Knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line of Sparta. They faked the formation with Neville basically acting as a blocker there. And picks up about 12 on the play. First down and 10, 8.5 seconds remaining. Clock did stop again, so this is likely the last or second to last play, depending on what happens. Under center is LeClaire. Here's the pitch play, right side again. It goes to Barnett, this time right side. He's got a big-time hole. Now takes it in to the 20-yard line, so right at the red zone of the Sparta Spartans. 2.1 seconds to go. You got to run up and spike the ball. And now we've got the chain gang is getting caught up in the chain.
He was tackled by Kai Class.
I don't think anybody fell to the ground, but it actually helps the Vikings as Nevelo was about 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. Now everybody's set. And it's a spike, and it's 1.9 seconds to go, so the Vikings are going to have one final play. That's why I put in that qualifier as maybe the second to last play. 24-7 the score. Holmen is going to get a chance for a field goal here.
The field goal unit comes on for Holmen.
Spencer Malone. This will be from 36 yards away. Lined up at the 19-yard line. Here is Malone. Back 5 yards, and now it's the kick, and it's going to be an end-over-end kick. Does it get in? It does. A 36-yard field goal is converted as the clock goes to 0. The Holmen Vikings doing it in offense, defense, and special teams as they go in the locker room with a 20-point advantage here from Empire Stadium tonight. Going to take a quick break. We'll be back for the halftime show after this. This is high school football right here on WIZM. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Contact the Family and Children's Center to help you or a loved one struggling with mental health needs.
The winter wet season has come and gone in the western U.S., and it was disappointing to say the least. Much of the Southwest and California received less than 50% of their normal rainfall. Now, this adds insult to injury because it perpetuates a super dry stretch where most parts of the Great Basin and the Southwest U.S. had one of their driest and hottest summers on record in 2020. Right now, 40% of the West is under extreme or exceptional drought conditions. Snowpack is below normal. And as a result, the Colorado River is forecast to yield less than half of its normal water flow. But this year's water woes are part of a much longer-term issue. Soil moisture content is the lowest it's been in 120 years. Lake Mead, which is on the Nevada-Arizona border, is only at 40% of its capacity. And the West is in what scientists call a mega drought, the second worst in 1,200 years. Researchers say human-caused climate change is a big reason for the long-term drought. Less reliable, more erratic rains combined with warmer air and higher evaporation is drying out the West. This leads to water shortages, crippled agriculture, and dangerous fire seasons. As a result, scientists expect 2021 to bring another intense fire season in the West. Jeff Baradelli, CBS News.
What's up with mortgages? Rates. I'm Mark Hamrick with a Bankrate.com Personal Finance Minute. As the economy went into the deep freeze a year ago, financial markets followed. That pulled mortgage interest rates, down sharply, which was great for anyone looking to buy a home or refinance their home loan to get a lower rate. The opportunity still exists, but the best of the lowest rates, good news, may be behind us as the economy reopens and recovers. While the Federal Reserve has essentially pledged that it will keep its benchmark rates low, bond yields have climbed, and that's what dictates mortgage rates. The period of the average 30-year fixed-rate mortgage being below 3% is probably over for now. Some experts see the recent average at about 3.33%, possibly rising again on average another 0.5% or so between now and the end of the year. That's because the economy is expected to strengthen. The Mortgage Bankers Association predicts the 30-year fixed will be at about 3.6% by the end of the year. For more, check out Bankrate.com. I'm Mark Hamrick.
When Dad needed help getting around, I became his driver. Any daughter would do the same. But soon enough, he needed help doing more things, and it was up to me to be his personal shopper and financial manager, too. And before I knew it, Dad moved in with me. So I became his cook, his personal assistant, his physical therapist, and even his nurse. When I started taking care of Dad, I didn't realize all the roles I'd have to play. But no matter what, I know I'm still his daughter.
We understand the many roles you play. And to help, we created an online caregiving resource center. At aarp.org/caregiving, you can find resources and connect with the caregiving community. Together, we can better care for ourselves and the ones we love. Visit aarp.org/caregiving to learn more. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Your boat is your baby. You like to think you take great care of it. It took you longer to pick its name than it did for your own kids. You even carry a picture of it in your wallet. So why trust just anyone to do the exterior work? Take it to ABC Auto Body in La Crosse. Autos, boats, classics. You want your boat to look good, and that's just what they do. Fiberglass repair, paint, custom jobs, little scratches to serious damage. The work speaks for itself. ABC Auto Body can get the job done now so you can be on the water later. Go to abcautobodyin.com.
Contact the Family and Children's Center to help you or a loved one struggling with mental health needs.
Rick Solem.
Medical left-wing nut.
WIZM.
You are so disgusting.
La Crosse Talk PM.
What's the saying? Close is only good in horseshoes and...
La Crosse Talk PM.
We need to be willing to investigate other people's perspectives.
That's called the comments section.
Been there and done that one.
Weekdays from 5 to 6 on WIZM.
Now I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure you get fired.
Hi, this is Mike Hayes inviting you to join me on Saturdays from 6 until 10. We get together and buy and sell and trade, have some coffee, have some laughs. Hey, it's fun. It's easy. It's free. No matter what you're looking for, you can make that deal on Mike's Market. So keep the phone number handy, call in right away, and if time allows, then call back in later. Saturday mornings from 6 till 10, it's Mike's Market. Heard exclusively on the station that has the best talk radio on either dial. News Talk 1410 AM and 92.3 FM.
What's happening in your community? Here are some items from our calendar to put on your calendar. The American Cancer Society Soul Burner of Chaseburg invites you to its upcoming Chicken Q and Bake Sale, featuring best ever chicken on Sunday, April 18th. The drive-thru event will be held at the Tippy Toe Inn, 307 Depot Street in Chaseburg. It starts at 11 and continues until all the chicken is gone. The cost is $10. Homemade pastries and baked goods will also be available. All are welcome to join us for a delicious chicken dinner. Proceeds from the Chicken Q go to the American Cancer Society Soul Burner of Chaseburg event occurring on Saturday, September 25th. If you've got an item you'd like to get the word out about, go to AroundRiverCity.com and add your event to our calendar. Then, check out some of the other activities going on in our community.
I'm Jim from SignPro. We recently had a customer starting up a new business.
I'm Jason Ralu. We're a garage door service company called City Door. We're a fresh startup. SignPro has been very good for us. They designed our logos, our color schemes.
Yeah, when you're starting a business, you have a lot to do. And one of the first things you need is a good logo. And then you need your logo everywhere.
SignPro did our windows on our building, 2 entrance doors, trucks, all that stuff. You're putting money towards a product, right? And you start to make money back on it. That's when it all matters.
Jason's right. When you invest in your brand, you get your money back. Big time.
We made a call, they answered their phone. That's where it all started.
So if you have a brand new business and... Sorry, let me get that. SignPro, this is Jim. Mom, I'm in the middle of a commercial.
Go to a pro. SignPro. Call 782-3456.
Welcome back to halftime. It's 27-7, a late last-second field goal by Spencer Malone, making it 27-7 as the Holmen Vikings are on top of the Sparta Spartans here at the halftime break. Let's run down the scoring summary for the first 2 quarters. In that first quarter, it was great field position by the Holmen Vikings, pretty much every possession. An 18-yard touchdown run by Luke LeClaire got the Vikings on the board. That was a read option around the left edge. LeClaire did a nice job of faking everybody out, including the announcer. Ended up getting a touchdown from 18 yards out, making it 7-0. Back came Corbin Hauser. That's been the source of offense for the Sparta Spartans here, is Corbin Hauser with 80, a 5-yard touchdown kickoff return. On the other end, it was the Holmen Vikings getting a big-time run by Brecken Turner, who was able to break through a few tackles, get a 12-yard touchdown run. Almost had another touchdown run, ended up 17 yards on the very next possession in the second quarter. That set the way for Sam Barnett to plunge it in away from 2 yards away. And then obviously the last second field goal right before the halftime break. Spencer Malone, 27-7 the score. Sparta offense just has not gotten anything going. It's quite as simple as that, as the Spartans have had quite a few open receivers. Brett Stiesel just struggle as far as the being able to find him, and he has had some pretty good protection. Did a nice job of going with read options. That seemed to be the main source of offensive success for the Sparta Spartans. We'll see what they decide to do in the second half as they trail by 20. They're going to have to kick it off to Holmen as well, as Holmen won the toss and chose to defer. Once again, coming up next week, we'll be back on the north side of La Crosse as the Logan Rangers take on the La Crosse Central Riverhawks. That'll be a 6:55 pregame and 7 o'clock kickoff on many of these platforms as well. WKTYsports.com/video, WKTY app, and around River City on Roku and Apple TV as the season continues and finally does actually conclude here next week. It's really been fun to see just the atmosphere and just seeing the normalcy of these football games that shouldn't feel this way in the middle of March, just given everything that's been happening. But it has seemed just like a normal Friday night. And, you got the band out here on the field at Empire Stadium. You got the student sections in a lot of these schools back out. And it's been fun to cover these games these last few weeks. And we'll wrap it up with a good one as the Riverhawks and the Rangers battle for the Arc. And that will be on Friday of next week. Going to take a final break here and be back for the second half in just a few minutes. This is high school football right here on WIZM.
Did satellite internet just get good? I'm Brian Cooley from CNET in search of the next big thing. Satellite internet doesn't have the best reputation compared to other forms, but that may change. Starlink is a new satellite internet company. It's one of Tesla boss Elon Musk's firms. My CNET colleague John Kim recently got his hands on a beta kit. He paid about $600 for this starter kit with a dish, Wi-Fi router, mounting parts, tax, shipping, and a month of service. After that, it's $99 a month. Once set up, Starlink delivered a solid 80 megabits downlink against a promise of 50 to 150. Not bad. Uplink is as high as 20 megabits. Overall good, but not killer internet by today's standards. Though Starlink says its downlink speeds will double to as high as 300 megabits later this year. And it has no monthly data cap. While we tried Starlink in the suburbs, it's intended for rural areas where there are fewer obstructions and fewer alternatives. Know what's next at CNET.
Yeah. And that's almost full-time, just taking classes. So
stay home.
It's okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Stay home. I mean, you can't work. Stay home, man. Don't stress yourself. Graduate college at the top of your class. You're going to graduate an engineer. You're going to be making 6 figures. You're going to have some money in the account. Stay home, man. Don't rush don't rush to be out on your own. When you get out, do it right.
All right.
Sounds good.
I'll do it debt free.
Hey,
yes, you will.
Yes, do it debt free, man. Because if you don't, I'm gonna find you.
Hey, you're already doing awesome. Paying your way, debt free, living at home, $30,000 in savings. You're doing awesome.
Yeah.
You're doing awesome. Well done. Just stay on that track. You're doing great.
Absolutely.
And you got options. If you change your mind, 6 months or a year, you want to do something different, you've got some savings. You can get a job. You can change your mind. But I like the fact that you're already set up so well. You're not coming from behind. You're desperate, making decisions from that place. You're in a really strong place.
Strong place. In America, me and Chrissy didn't disagree. I'm just adding stuff on top of what Chrissy's saying. Because if he would have left out and he could do it without racking up debt and he can afford it, cool, great. But I'm thinking about how do you get ahead of the game?
Okay. You know what's so interesting? This is an interesting point that I think is good for us to call out explicitly for everybody listening today.
Yeah.
And you've said this before when we've hosted before, but I think it's good to remind people. Money is a reflection of your values.
Yes.
And how you spend money is a reflection of what you value.
Yeah.
In the same light, our answers reflect what we value. I value independence. I do. I don't want anybody to tell me where to be, what time to be home, or where to put my bread. I value independence. So I'm going to work my behind off in that second job. You want to secure the bag.
I want the
You're
bag.
going to stay home to secure the bag.
Yes.
Build well. It's
Yes.
just different. It's okay. It's what you value.
Yes, I'm trying to buy lake houses. Hey, America, we'll be right back. This is The Ramsey Show.
With more frequency than you know, I get calls and emails from people dealing with the recent loss of a spouse or a parent. You can hear the struggle and the heartache that they've been experiencing. And at a time they should be grieving, what breaks my heart the most is the strain and tension that they're going through because of money, especially when it's a situation that could have been avoided. If you have a family, it is your responsibility to have term life insurance. It's one of the things you do to say I love you. And yes, this is an ad for Xander Insurance. But since this is one of the most effective ways I have to get my point across, so be it. For over 20 years, I've been telling you about the importance of term life insurance and protecting your family. Listen, you need to check out Xander.com or call 800-356-4282. I can't say it enough. Protect your family. It's what you're supposed to do. Go to Xander.com or call 800-356-4282.
In an uncertain world, being a good steward of your money is more important than ever. While some circumstances can't be controlled, there are items within your budget you can take charge of, such as your healthcare costs. For nearly 40 years, Christian Healthcare Ministries, or CHM, has provided a budget-friendly means of sharing for medical bills when our members need it. Learn more by visiting chministries.org/budget. That's chministries.org/budget.
Business leaders, if you're hiring for spring, get started now at ZipRecruiter.com/Ramsey. Whether you need to hire a civil engineer or an underwater basket weaver, ZipRecruiter's technology finds people with the right experience for your job and invites them to apply. No wonder 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And now you can try it for free at this unique web address, ZipRecruiter.com/Ramsey.
We have a lot of interest in area rugs.
Daryl and Anna at Floor Crafters.
There are 2 different ways that we can provide a rug to you. One would be you come in, pick out a carpet.
We can work with Karastan carpet.
And we can actually have that rug manufactured with Karastan carpet at the mill and shipped directly to your home. Or if you want something really custom, we can make the rug at our store. We sold a rug to a customer that has 2 156-degree angles.
Once I showed my dad, he said, "Oh yeah, that'll be easy." The next step was picking the Karastan carpet out.
I've been making these rugs with Karastan carpet for over 40 years. I love the challenge.
When quality matters, Floor Crafters, a lifetime guarantee on our work.
I'm Daryl. My family and I own Floor Crafters, and we'd love to be your flooring guys.
Save big money on your next outdoor project with 11% off everything. Now at Menards. AC2 pressure treated lumber is good for any outdoor project. Use quality AC2 pressure treated lumber to create your outdoor living space. All AC2 pressure treated lumber is 11% off. Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Good through April 17th. Savings are a mail-in rebate. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back to high school football right here on WICM News Talk 1410 AM 92.3 FM. Drew Kelly live with you here tonight. 27-7 at the halftime break as the Holmen Vikings on top of the Sparta Spartans. It will be Vikings football to start the second half. They won the toss and deferred. And they'll look to extend their lead here on this next possession. We continue to wind our way down. As the Vikings are out there, maroon jerseys, gray pants, white lettering, and maroon helmets as well. Spartans, once again, yellow pants, white jerseys, red and yellow numerals and lettering, and also red helmets. Looking to get their second win of the season. Same for Holmen. Both these teams 1-2 on the year. Holmen's lost a couple in a row, but they're looking good here tonight to get off the schneid and get back in the win column. It'll be number 11, Ty Class, kicking this one away. Nathan Nevela is back deep at his own 10-yard line. Connor Weiss and Mason Hammis standing at their own 24-yard line or so. So two sets or two levels of return players for Holmen, depending on where the ball ends up. And once again, the Class kick. It's going to be an onside kick, and it looks like Holmen did recover. That was a little scary for the moment, but a good job by Holmen to pounce on that one. It was a surprise onside kick. Looked like Holmen was ready for it, though, and they'll have great field position to start the second half. Makes sense for Sparta. You're down by 20, trying to get a quick start, trying to get the football back before you have a chance to have this deficit increase, but Holmen was ready for it. First down and 10. LeClaire will come up under center. Brecken Turner, the fullback, will get the handoff. Breaks a couple of tackles, picks up an easy 10 yards on the first play from scrimmage in the second half. Make it 9.5. It's a short second down and 1 upcoming. Just a simple handoff right up the gut. And Turner able to put the Vikings in a good position on second down and 1. Just underway here on the third quarter. 27-7 the score. Holmen trying to extend the lead even further on this possession. Here is the handoff again to Turner, and Turner will rumble his way through a couple of Spartan defenders inside the 35-yard line down to the 33. So that's a pickup of 7. He needed 1, got 7. First down and 10 upcoming. Under center is LeClaire once again. Wingbacks on either side of the formation. Turner right behind him. Now we've got flags flying, and it looks like a false start on Holmen. Coach Kowalski doesn't like the call. Actually offsides. They say Braden Grom at a little bit ahead of where he should have been. Always got to look at the side judge to make sure you're in a good position. It cost him 5 yards there. It's first down and 15 back to the 38-yard line of Sparta with 11:08 to go, third quarter. LeClaire under center, wingbacks on either side of the formation. Luke LeClaire looks at his wristband. Now here is the handoff again to Turner. Nothing going there. Good penetration up front by the Sparta defensive line. Stones him after a gain of about 2. Getting in there on the stop, number 76. That was Fabian Sanchez. Second down and 15 to go. Ball on the 38-yard line. There's no gain on the play. LeClaire gets the play from Coach Kowalski, goes under center. Nevela goes in motion, and now it's going to be a counterplay to the right side. He's going to squeeze through a quick hole between right tackle and right guard and pick up maybe about 4. It'll be third down and about 10 on the upcoming play here. Got back to the 35-yard line. This will be third and 11 officially. 4-yard pickup there. 10:07 to go here, third quarter. Clock continues to run. Barnett will come in. Brecken Turner will come out for the time being for this play. They did a few pitch plays to Barnett in that last drive that really was able to have some success for them. We'll see what they run here. Under center is LeClaire. And it's going to be the same pitch play we talked about. Barnett loses the ball, though, and who recovers it? Barnett is able to pounce on it. It'll be fourth down and 11. Actually 12. They say he lost a yard, so that was exactly the play we were talking about. They put the wingback as a blocker and pitched it out to Barnett. The pitch looked to be pretty much on target, but slipped through the hands of Sam, but we'll see what they run here. Fourth down at about 12. They will go for it. This would be a 53-yard field goal for Spencer Malone. A little bit outside of his wheel range. He did pick up a 37-yarder previously to end the half. Two receivers lined up to the right side. One of them tight near the line. Neville goes in motion in the backfield. Here's the pass over the middle. It's going to be intercepted. Number 89 just basically sitting on that one in the middle of the defense. Abe Edey, he had a chance for an interception earlier in the game. This time he's able to convert, and Edey is able to turn away the Vikings on their opening possession of the second half. So big time play defensively, so the Spartans get back on the field offensively. Prevents a touchdown. Brett Stiesel will line up in the shotgun formation. Two receivers off to the left side and two to the right as well. Stiesel will do the read option, tries to go to the right edge, and he is roped down. Nice job on the tackle, keeping a hold of him. That time was number 83, and that was Elliot Hess, who was able to pick up two. Stiesel was, but good job just basically wrangling him down. Got him by around the shoulders and spun him to the ground. Second down and 8 upcoming at the 23-yard line. Stiesel once again goes back to the huddle. Tells the play to the rest of his teammates, and now they break the huddle. 27-7 the score. Holmen on top of Sparta. 8:05 to go here, third quarter. Drew Kelly live with you tonight on WIZM from Empire Stadium. Corbin Hauser goes in motion from left to right. We got flags everywhere, and it looked like Corbin Hauser kind of stutter-stepped a little bit as he took off and went in motion from right to left, and that gets him a 5-yard penalty. False start there on him. Second down and 13 with 7:56 to go here, third quarter. Brings it back to the 18-yard line. Stiesel, the quarterback. And that one nice pass, which was completed for about a 25-yard gain to Matt Beaver, and that's been it as far as the completions. He's had a nice few runs, though, and now we've got a late whistle, and it'll be a timeout by Sparta. They were late getting out of the huddle. They were close to delay a game, and Adam Dow caught it before it happened. So 30-second timeout here on the field. We'll take it as well. This is high school football right here on WIZM.
Lacrosse's source for news and information. WIZM is WIZM. Lacrosse. News Talk 1410 AM, 92.3 FM.
Hi, this is Mike Hayes inviting you to join me on Saturdays from 6 until 10. We get together and buy and sell and trade, have some coffee, have some laughs. Hey, it's fun. It's easy. It's free. No matter what you're looking for, you can make that deal on Mike's Market. So keep the phone number handy, call in right away, and if time allows, then call back in later. Saturday mornings from 6 till 10, it's Mike's Market. Heard exclusively on the station that has the best talk radio on either dial. News Talk 1410 AM and 92.3 FM.
Back here at Empire Stadium, Drew Kelly live with you. Here's the play action fake, the pass over the middle. Ball tipped up into the air, intercepted by Holmen. So interceptions by both defenses to start the second half. Getting the pick this time was number 23, Troy Knutson. And the Holmen Vikings will have excellent field positions in the red zone here. That one was tipped up into the air. The Holmen Vikings had a chance previously. Connor Weiss had a chance for a pick in the first half. This time, Troy Knutson does not let it hit the ground, and it goes back to the Holmen Vikings. They've got it 1st and 10 at the Sparta 17-yard line with 7:22 to go here, third quarter. Under center is going to be LeClaire, wingbacks on either side. Turner right behind him. Here is the counter play, and going nowhere is Neville. He is met in the backfield. Nice tackle, and good sportsmanship helping him up there. Number 11, the big tackle, Ty Class, meets him at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 after that play. 7:03 to go here, third quarter. Clock continues to run at Empire Stadium. Good crowd on hand tonight. Good to see the pep band out on the field at halftime, as well as the dance team as well. Under center is LeClaire, second down and 11. They called it a loss of 1. Here's the handoff to Turner. Turner gets about 2 and then runs into a wall and is thrown back there. Officially a gain of 1, makes it 3rd down and 10 at the 17. So the Sparta defense has stiffened here after they gave up that interception offensively. Good opportunity for them to force another field goal attempt or maybe no points again on this possession. Under center is LeClaire. They're going to pitch it to the right side for Sam Barnett. He's got some blockers, and it's a big-time hole. That's Neville, my apologies. He's inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line. Neville, a good patience that time as he waited for the blockers to materialize on the perimeter, and he's inside the 3. It'll be 1st down and goal for the Vikings. 6:12 to go. They say it's on the 3-yard line officially, is where they mark it. Sam Barnett coming in place of Brecken Turner. Brecken Turner has been taken out of the game with a 1st and goal at the 2 or 3 twice now. You got to be thinking, I got to get my touchdowns here. And here's the false start. Braden Graw got going a little bit early. That's going to back him up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Make the 8, I apologize. 6:12 to go here.
That 5-yard penalty will make it 1st and goal from the 8-yard line.
See if that changes the play call at all from Coach Kowalski. Obviously got 3 plays to work with. 4 if you decide to go for it on 4th down. LeClaire under center for Holmen. Neville goes in motion. It's a counterplay to him. Good blocking up the middle, and then it closes in a hurry. The hole does as he gets out to the 5, and then he's stopped there. Coming off the bottom of the pile there is number 52. That is Ty Lightsow. He's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line. Inside 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd period. LeClaire over to the sideline to Coach Kowalski and getting the play call from him. See what kind of play they run here. Under center is LeClaire. There'll be Graw in motion. It'll be a handoff to Barnett this time, and he is stoned right at the line of scrimmage. Good penetration by the middle of the defensive line there, forcing him to pick up only a yard, maybe a half a yard, if even that.
No gain for Barnett. Makes it 30.
Corbin Hauser comes in late, but number 68, Madden Connolly, in there for the stop, along with number 65, Nick Gann. Both seniors on the defensive line, and now here is the handoff. Long delayed handoff, close to the end zone. They're going to get in for the touchdown. Sam Barnett from 5 yards out. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He also had a 2-yard variety earlier in the first half, and the score is now 33-7 with 4:59 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Spencer Malone on to try the extra point here to extend the lead to 27. See if it's a good snap here. It's been pretty flawless, the kicking game so far for Holmen. It is a good snap, it is a good hold, and it's a perfect kick. Score from Empire Stadium with just under 5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter, 34-7. Holmen on top of the Sparta Spartans. We're back in 60 seconds. This is high school football on WIZM.
On a $300,000 loan at today's rates, you will pay an additional $95,000 when you take out a 30-year loan versus the 15.
That's the money man, Bruce Smolik, president of Firefighters Credit Union.
Sure, the payment's higher, but believe me, you get used to that payment after a couple of them. And if you buy a house at 30, you're paid off at age 45 instead of age 60. And there are times when the 30-year option is a good option for some people. But you need to have a conversation with your loan officer. We're not just here to give you a mortgage loan. We're here to give you a loan with a healthy side helping of good advice.
Firefighters Credit Union, 5th Avenue South, La Crosse, Amy Drive, Holmen, Midwest Drive, Onalaska, and more info at myfirecu.org/blog.
'Cause everybody's welcome.
Firefighters Credit Union.
Equal housing lender. Membership eligibility required. Deposits federally insured by NCUA.
Back here at Empire Stadium, Drew Kelly live with you tonight. A 5-yard touchdown run there by Sam Barnett. Makes the score 34-7. 4:59 to go here, third quarter. Here's the run up of the kick. It's going to be a line drive taken by number 89, Abe Edie. Edie through a little bit of a crowd, still on his feet, out across the 35, down to the 37-yard line is where the next play will take place.
Malone kick is brought up to the 47-yard line by Abe Edie.
Good field position there for the Sparta Spartans here. 4:54 to go here in the third period. Sparta comes out with receivers on either side, 2 backs in the backfield, along with the quarterback, Brett Stiesel. Snap goes to Stiesel. It's going to be a handoff to Kent. Kent tries the right side, then cuts back up inside across the 40 to the 41. Pickup of maybe 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 7 for this next play. Not a bad job of the offensive line, giving a little bit of a hole there. And Holmen doing a nice job, though, just closing up those gaps as soon as they do materialize. And make it a gain of 4, officially out to the 41, 2nd down and 6 upcoming. Abe Edie, the receiver, out to the left side. Corbin Hauser out to the right side. Single receiver set on each side. Here's the nice pitch out of the option play. It's going out to Carson Kelsey, and Kelsey is met and driven down. A big-time tackle there by number 5. That was Hayden Goodell. He was able to stop him on the perimeter. Nice open field tackle there by Goodell. Looked like something was materializing there for Carson Kelsey, but cut down in a hurry. 3rd down and 5 after the pickup of 2. They got to get to the 47-yard line for a first down. Stiesel back in the huddle, looks at his armband for the call. And now they go. 3.5 to go in this third quarter. Drew Kelly live with you on WIZM. Big 3rd down here for Sparta. They want to stay in this ball game at all. Hauser goes in motion from left to right. Here is Stiesel under pressure immediately, and he's swarmed under and sacked by a pair of Vikings. A meeting at the quarterback there, number 84 in there. That was Connor Weiss. And it's 4th down and 10. Stiesel didn't have much of a chance.
4-yard loss by Cooper Holmen.
2:58 to go here in this third quarter. They bring out the punting unit. And once again, it'll be number 11, Ty Class, booting this one away. Mason Ham is standing at his own 37-yard line. Class deep at his own 21. And the snap a little bit short, gets to him, and it's a high end-over-end kick. Fair catch called for and taken by Mason Hammis. At about the 41-yard line is where the Vikings will take over on this next possession with 2:33 to go here in this third quarter, trying to extend their lead. And we got a flag on the play. It's a holding on Sparta. So we'll see if they make them do it again, punting-wise, or do they... I'm going to say just tack it on to the end. So it was at the 41-yard line. 10-yard walk-off from the end of the play, so it should bring it to about the 49-yard line of Sparta. To where the... they make it the 45.
That 15-yard penalty will put the ball on the Sparta 45-yard line.
2:33 to go here.
It'll be 1st and 10, Holmen.
So Holmen has even better field position than they did after that fair catch by Mason Hammis. LeClaire ducks in under center. 2 wing backs and a fullback right behind him. Turner, I should say. Turner gets the handoff and picks up 8. Nice job on the offensive line on the right side there, pushing the Spartans back about 4 or 5 yards and giving a good crease for Turner to get through.
37-yard line.
2:12 to go. Short yardage situation again. It's going to be a handoff to Turner again, and he's going to pick up a first down inside the 35-yard line, down to the 34. Needed 2, and he got 4. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. McClure gets the call from the sideline. Vikings are sitting pretty as far as doing anything they really want to do. And now here is a handoff again. This time not much going for Turner as he picks up maybe 1 on the play. He tried the right side of the line, and he was stuffed.
Turner on the carry for 1.
Second down and 9 upcoming. Gantz the tackle for Sparta. They're going to say no gain. Right, still back at the 34. Trying to fake the motion with Nevela, trying to get Sparta to jump. They do not. Nevela goes back to his main position. Now here's the pitch play to the left side. Braden Graw trying to get the corner, now just dives back up inside and picks up maybe 4 on the play out to the 31-yard line. They need to get to the 25. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 upcoming. 51 seconds to go until the 4th quarter will be in. It's been a pretty good blocking night overall for the Holmen offensive line, just giving a little bit of 4 or 5 yard chunks pretty much every play, and then they break out a 30-yarder. Third medium here. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Turner, and Turner will bust through an initial hole and pick up maybe 4 on the play. 4th down and 2 upcoming. 17 seconds to go on the play clock. We'll see if they run it, and they will not. Luke Leclerc is just going to the sideline, and they will play for the 4th quarter, and they will switch ends when we come back. 34-7, they add 1 more touchdown to their lead in the 3rd quarter. That was a 5-yard touchdown run by Sam Barnett. We will have 12 minutes of 4th quarter action right up next. After this break, this is high school football on WIZM.
Millions of jobs seen added in the coming year. I'm Mark Hamrick with a Bankrate.com Personal Finance Minute. In our latest quarterly survey of economists, the skies are expected to clear after the storms over the past year. On average, the economists taken together see the nation's unemployment rate sliding to 5.1% over the next year. Even with strong growth foreseen, the economists generally take the nation's central bank, the Federal Reserve, at its collective word that there will be no lifting benchmark interest rates from their record low levels. What about the rates set by investors in the bond market? The Economist survey do see the yield of the 10-year Treasury moving up a bit over the next year, but up only slightly from where it's been lately. What are the risks for the economy? 6 in 10 believe risks for the economy are to the upside, meaning it could be even stronger than recently expected. And even so, they don't generally fear a big buildup of inflation or damaging surge of rising prices. For more, check out Bankrate.com. I'm Mark Hamrick.
Back here at Empire Stadium, start of the 4th quarter. It'll be a 4th and 2, and getting through an ankle tackle and diving for that first down, I believe, was Brecken Turner. From this spot, it looks like the ref is going to give him the first down. We'll see what they decide. And he didn't get it. They say he's short of the first down marker, so Sparta gets a stand there on 4th down and 2, and that'll bring the defense back out. It was a nice job by Turner just to get through that initial tackler in the backfield. Sparta was in there in a hurry. He dove for that first down, but was unable to get it. So it goes back to Sparta. They're going to get it at their own 25-yard line to start this next possession. Brett Stiesel will come out as the quarterback. The senior also plays defensive back / linebacker, given the offensive predication of Holmen. And here is the snap, and the handoff is to Kent. Good hole, right side of the line, has to cut it back up inside. Didn't really need to, but he picks up 7 or 8 yards. That was one of the best offensive plays Sparta has had all game. It looked like he had some room to the outside, but didn't like what he saw and cut it back up inside, and finally was wrapped up after a gain of 8.5. Be a 2nd and 2 coming up. Yeah, here is the snap. Kent gets the handoff, goes to the right side, tries to cut back in the middle after the edge was quickly shut down, and he loses his footing. Basically got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
On the carry for no gain. Brought down by Troy.
11 minutes to go in the contest. They're down in 2. Stiesel goes back to the huddle. One receiver split out to the left side and 2 to the right. Hauser goes in motion from right to left. Here's the handoff up the middle, trying to break through the first initial line, and I don't think Nick Kent did. I think it's going to be a 4th down and 1. We'll see what Sparta decides to do here. Probably looking at a going for it situation down by 27 with 10:25 to go in the contest. You're at the 34-yard line. They got to get to the 35. So here we go. Stiesel stays out there as quarterback. They're going to go for it on 4th down and about 6 inches. Kent to the right side of Stiesel. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, and nobody is fooled. The Holmen defense gets in there in a hurry, leading the charge that time. Big number 62. That was Cooper Moling. And they hold him on the 4th down and short. And it'll be Holmen offense back out on the field. Another big stop on 4th down. These defenses are stepping up in that regard. As far as these big-time 4th down situations, whether it be interceptions, whether it be getting a stop on 4th and short. Kind of trading highlight plays in these last 24 minutes. 9:56 to go in the contest. 34-7. Drew Kelly live with you here tonight on WIZM. They send another receiver out in motion. Elliott Hess lined up to the right side here. Backs on either side. Neville goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Turner. Everybody following the wide receiver, Hess. That means Turner has a lot of room to the right side there. He makes the most of it, picks up 10, and I believe he's going to have a 1st down, maybe not, just short. Got 9.5 there on the 1st and 10 play.
Turner on a carry for 9 yards, tackled by
9:35 to go here in the game. 34-7, Holmen on top of the Sparta Spartans. One receiver out to the right side. That's Hess again. Standard 2 wingbacks, and now here's a keeper. It's going to be a spin move by LeClaire. He's finally tackled at about the 16-yard line. Got about 6 on the play. And we got an injury on the field for Sparta. That looks like number 58 there. Or, I'm sorry. Not sure who it is for sure. We're going to take a quick break. There's a timeout on the floor, on the field, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. This is high school football on WIZM.
Wafer Food Pantry is more than just giving out food. We offer different services. We offer nutrition education classes, how to incorporate more produce daily, programs intended to lift people up and try to create lasting effects.
Wafer is more. Find out how you can help at waferlacrosse.org.
Wafer Food Pantry. We want people to not need us anymore, but we're going to be there until they don't need us anymore.
Hi, I'm Walt Szymanski, Relationship Manager at Alta Federal Credit Union. If you're looking for the tools and resources to expand your business or just want a trusted partner who understands your needs, I'd love to talk. We've helped many local businesses finance real estate and equipment purchases, manage their cash flow, and simplify their day-to-day banking experience. Give me a call today at 608-787-7124.
Ultra Federal Credit Union has the knowledge and skills to assist any business with all of its business banking needs. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back here at Empire Stadium, Drew Kelly live with you tonight. Madden Connolly, the injured party for Sparta, able to get up under his own power and walk off, so good for him. Good to see he's not seriously hurt. 1st down and 10 for Holmen at their own at the 17-yard line of Sparta. Now here is whistles. Flags fly everywhere. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. False start before the play was blown dead. And that'll be 1st and 15 back at the Holmen, at the Sparta 22-yard line. 9:16 left in this contest. 34-7. Vikings looking to continue their successful game to this point. Neville, the wingback to the left side. Graw, the wingback to the right. Brecken Turner, the fullback, and LeClaire will duck up under center. Here is the option to the left, and another penalty and another flag. That'll push him back 5 more yards. It's going to be first down and 20 at the 27-yard line, so 2 straight false start penalties on the Vikings.
That will back the ball up another 5 yards and make it first and 20.
And if Holmen has to run based on penalties, it's going to be a busy practice day on Monday. Under center is LeClaire. Hess lines up to the left side as the receiver this time. Graw fakes going in motion, now goes back to his standard position as wingback on the right side of the line. Now Neville goes in motion to the left side. And now it's going to be Neville, a nice cutback, and he is hit hard on the play. Maybe pickup of 2 there as he bounced it out to the right side on the toss play. And we got a Holmen player down. Now he's up. He's fine. But you got to stay down. If the whistle blows, you basically don't have you don't have a choice. The player's sitting over there thinking, I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine. That's Nathan Neville. Yep. He walks up under us. No power. Under his own power, I should say. No worries for him. Quick timeout. A little bit of a limp, but not too bad. It's going to be second down and 17. That was a loss of 2 on the play. Or, I'm sorry, a gain of 3. Second down and 20. Once again, final broadcast of spring football will be next week. That'll be against La Crosse Logan and La Crosse Central. Almost the battle for the Arc. Live on WKTYSports.com/video, the WKTY app, and around River City on Roku and Apple TV. Under center is LeClaire. LeClaire will do an option play to the left side. Lost control as it was knocked out of his hands from behind, and Sparta has picked it up on the fumble recovery. He had a chance for a fumble previously in the first half, and he hung on to it this time. Punched out of there from behind, and it goes back to Sparta on the turnover.
Fumble recovered by Sparta.
34-7 the score, 7:52 remaining. Sparta will try to cut into the lead here.
3-yard line.
A little bit of a disjointed end to that possession as you had 2 penalties and then the fumble obviously ending it. It had been a promising one for a few plays. 7:52 to go here. Shotgun formation for Stiesel. He'll hand it off to Kent, and Kent does a nice job. Actually, that is Kent, and he does a nice job of keeping his eyes apprised to what was happening in front of him. He picks up about 3 or 4 on the play. Nice job by him as the lane's cut off in a hurry. He had to cut it back inside. Picks up 4. It's second down and about 6. 7:28 to go. Clock continues to run. Checking out of the ball game, number 84, Connor Weiss. Wide receiver is Hauser on the right side. Wide receiver on the left as well. 2 backs in the shotgun formation with Stiesel. Stiesel keeps it himself this time. Pitch play to the left side. That is number 3. That is Carson Kelsey, and Kelsey gets a first down. Nice job as he had some room to the left side that time. Some good perimeter blocking. Able to spring him, and that moves the chains for Sparta. So that option play has worked quite a few times. Able to do so that play as well. And it's a first down and 10 with 7 minutes to go in the contest. Stiesel goes out of the huddle, looks over the defense. Holmen defense looking like they're going to pressure here, and now we've got flags and they fly as we've got a false start on the far end of the field. The far side judge saw it, and it's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Sparta Spartans. 1 yard line, I should say. First and 15, the position after the 5-yard infraction. Holmen led this one 27-7 at the halftime break. Tacked down a 5-yard touchdown run by Sam Barnett in the third quarter, and we stand at 34-7, the Vikings on top of the Spartans. One receiver out to the left side for Sparta, 2 to the left. Now here is a handoff to Kent, and Kent's not doing much of anything. Maybe picks up a yard or back to the line of scrimmage. Left side of the defensive line for Holmen, able to shove their way into the backfield. No gain. It'll be 2nd down and 15, still on the 31-yard line. Weiss comes in place of number 40 for Holmen. That is Kyle Gerald. 5'10", 180 pounds linebacker. 3 receivers out to the right side now, 1 to the left. 4 receivers set for Sparta. Shotgun formation, they send a receiver in motion, that's Kelsey. And now we've got pressure immediately. Stiesel able to avoid a defender in the backfield, then fires a strike to the middle, and it's caught still on his feet there as he rolled over a Holmen Viking, and I think we've got a 15-yard face mask penalty to add on to it. A nice job that time by Matt Beaver to get a little bit of space in the middle of the field. Great job by Stiesel to avoid the rush there off the edge, and he's able to pick up a nice throw to Beaver. That's the second time those two have hooked up for big-time gains, and then a 15-yard face mask penalty is going to add another 15 to it. So we'll see where they mark the football. It'll be deep in Holmen territory. Down to the 24-yard line, maybe the 23-yard line is where they'll mark it. So we'll see if Holmen can capitalize and put a touchdown on the board before the end of the game. 1 receiver split out to the right side, 1 to the left. 2 backs to the backfield with Stiesel again. And now here is the handoff, this time to Kelsey. Kelsey trying for the left edge, gets it, has some blockers in front of him, and his speed is going to carry him all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. Carson Kelsey from 23 yards, and it's 34-13 with exactly 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. He showed his speed on that one. Good job by him. Good blocking there on the outside by Sparta to spring him. And keeping that blocking going all the way down the field. Number 4, Chris Jacobs will attempt the extra point. Waiting for the snap. Here it is. It's a good hold as well, and the kick is good. Cuts the lead to 20 for Holmen with 5 minutes to go in the contest here from Empire Stadium. Going to take a quick 60-second break and be back after this. This is high school football right here on WICM.
And now for the weather, here's meteorologist Stormy O'Day in diving gear.
Well, they stink as the cleanest gear you can buy on the internet.
But why are you dripping wet?
Oh, they were half off with purchase.
Breathe easier. I'm Mark from Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. We've always been here to improve your indoor air quality. Today it seems more important than ever. Our iWave air purifiers kill mold, bacteria, and